Hey, I'm not live. I don't know how to link it. Hey, how's everybody doing? I don't know how to link it. Hey, how's everybody doing? Oh, I have an echo. Let's see what I can do about that. How's everybody doing? Okay. So Emerson Blue, it's you and I. How are you? I'm real new to this. Hey, Snoop Medic. Hi, Dawn. I'm real new to this, so I'm switching between screens, and it's rather disconcerting. So if you all bear with me, this is the first time I do a YouTube StreamYard thing together because they're on two different tabs, and it's really it's new to me. So if you all just bear with me, I'll try and do the best I can. And if nothing else, it'll be a fun first run, right? And Vans is here. Yay. Hi, Heather77, Dawn. Oh, this is nice. Thank you, guys. I'm trying to watch the chat, and my main screen is here. My camera's up here, and my cards are over here for now. I can't, Emerson Blue, I don't remember the name change, but if you find me on Facebook under a whole different name, I'd be happy to link up with you again. I'm sorry, I don't catch that. Hey, Tammy, yo. Excellent. So Emerson was first in chat. Thank you, Heather. You know my secrets. And for those that don't know my secrets, I have lots of hair. I rarely do not have a wig on. I'll put it that way. And hey, Beth, thanks for being here from Robbie's channel. I think everybody's here from Robbie's channel because I don't know how to send out a, hey, I'm going live in 5 minutes or whatever. But I'll learn because I really want to connect with you guys. I really want to make this community. I really want to help others in any way I can within reason, and learn this whole StreamYard thing and how YouTube and it works together, and just really kind of connect with you guys if that's what you're looking for, and maybe some craziness and words of wisdom maybe here and there. I'll try not to get too serious. Joan Cares, hey. And who else? Christola, hi. And everybody else has name lyric on here. Same period. I didn't change the name to confuse this. So lyric was lyric. I'm going to assume that's you. And I'm really glad. Yeah, tell me, I have lots of them. And I try and wear the same one for certain YouTube channels. But if I come home from work and I have my, what I call my Karen wig on, because it's, let me see your manager kind of wig. Yeah, I try not to go live with that one because it's very strict, very strict. As you can tell by the background, we are not at my normal, my regular place where I've gone live before. I am in my craft room. As you can see behind me, those are quilting fat quarters. I have, oh look, new hair back there, which is most like my real hair. I have books. I have this little treasure chest that is over here, has a bunch, very, very many decks of tarot cards or tarot cards. But the ones I feel most comfortable with are right here. So I can pull cards from that. Okay, Siren, we can do that. Thank you, Emerson. And I'm glad you guys can see my heart, because I do wear my heart on my sleeve, and I do try and be the best me I know how to be, if that makes sense. And I've done a lot of and I know I have a lot more to go, but I've done a lot of introspection and self-analyzing and trying to do the spiritual growth pathway and things. So I just want to bring you along. And anyone that's willing to and wants to wake up and learn things about the cards and learn things about crystals. I've got a book, but I'm not especially smart about crystals, but I'm willing to learn. So, Siren, you say you're serious? Oh, Christola, thanks for letting me know. Okay, we'll see about that. We'll do a one-on-one sometime. My voice is shaky. I can tell my voice is shaky because I'm nervous. Okay, tonight, Emerson, you are first. Do you want me to pull a card for you? I'm waiting for a response. Emerson Blue, a card for you. I get it, Siren. We will get with this. Oracle cards are awesome. I'm so glad you recently bought your first deck of Oracle cards. Crystals are something that if they call to you, they call to you. And that's really cool. And this is the first time my mic is like way over here on the camera, and I'm not sure it's picking up. So thank you for telling me you can hear me. I appreciate that. Tonight, the cards that I'm pulling from are from this particular book by Kelly Smith, and I was drawn to them because I like things from India, the fabrics, the foods, the everything. And these cards, just to show you one, they're so colorful. And I'm going to have to hold it at an angle so that it doesn't glare. But they're beautiful. So, and Kat Lynn manifested a job at a crystal shop for a few months last year. Oh, good for you. Thanks, Emerson. Hey, Scout. Yeah, these are really cool cards. I have, like I said, I have a bunch of them out here. I also have an Angel Oracle deck. I think it's behind me on the table. And I have my Rider Waite, the traditional. Oh, that's going to glare real bad. The traditional tarot cards that people have been using for decades. And if you all want any kind of a history or background on tarot, leave a note in the comments or something, because I have a lot of books, and I've been doing this for quite some time. So I can help you figure out where to start, or I can point you in the right direction. I mean, there are lots of links. I mean, YouTube, let's face it, YouTube has everything, even drama. But YouTube, you can learn anything on YouTube. I learned how to quilt. That's what all those things back there, those are quilting fat quarters folded up and real nice. And there's those two, and there's two more above it. So yeah, I quilt a lot when I'm not knitting or crocheting, which I usually do. Thanks, Loco. Which I usually do when I'm watching YouTube. I just finished a sweater yesterday. Now I have to block it, which is making it all look pretty. So I'm really happy about finishing that sweater. It took forever. Okay, so Emerson, the card I'm pulling for you from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle deck, right off the top after I've shuffled. And we have Environment. Oh, it's not going to show. There you go. See my ring light? Now is a good time to clear, clean, and declutter your environment. And that's I think that's for all of us, actually. But I did tell Emerson I would pull for her first. That's card 69. And because I've not used Oracle cards before, they come with this lovely little book. What are you trying to spell, Joan Cares? I missed it. Emerson, pretty card. Okay, and what it says in here about environment, your environment is an outer reflection of what's going on inside you. Make the effort to clear, clean, and declutter and spruce up your environment on a regular basis. Use pleasing aromas such as essential oils and bring out anything that makes you happy. Call on your angels and guides to clear the energy of your surrounding. And consider moving around the furniture. Change it up. Hanging up a new painting maybe, or changing out the decorative pillows if you do that kind of thing. Your soul is softly whispering that it's a time for change within your environment. This change could also represent moving to a new home, although I don't see that for you. As you take care of your physical world, you're creating space for your inner world. The simple act of taking care or changing your environment will help you make bigger changes to your surroundings in the near future. So some of the questions you might ask yourself with this. Sweet tea, I see you. And yes, because I plan on being on for, well, a little bit. The questions, Emerson, you can ask is, what needs a change in your environment? Is the arrangement of furniture in your home or the way you interact with your surroundings? Is it the surroundings themselves? How would you feel if you made this change? Can you imagine how your life would be? Refreshed and reinvigorated by the shakeup? So those are the things I would say to you. And hopefully that helps, Emerson, if you're still there. I'm going to scroll up. Thank you, Cat's Eye. And see who was next in line, because I do want to be fair about this. Let's see, Dawn, you were next. Do you want me to pull a card for you, Dawn? Hey, Jeeper. Emerson, I'm glad that was right on. Snoop Minute. Peace, love, smiles. Hey. So, Dawn, I may be on a delay from you guys, so I apologize if I'm not seeing your answers right away. But, Dawn, your name was next as far as coming in. So, if you'd like me to pull a card for you, that would be one. I'd love to. And after Dawn, is there anybody that doesn't want a card? Scrolling back up. Vans, Heather 77. I should write this down. Vans and Heather 77. Dawn, did you want me to pull a card for you? I found out how to put your comments on there. This is amazing. StreamYard is incredible. Okay, Dawn, gonna shuffle. Okay, I will, Dawn. Thank you. Because I didn't want to just call you out if you're not ready for that. Okay, for Dawn, we've got Metamorphos Metamorphosis. And let's see, I'm going to read it to you. It's not going to focus. Like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you're about to get your wings. So there's something going on that you thought was a dead end. You thought it was like, oh crap, not again kind of thing. And it's going to end up being a really cool thing for you. Let's see what the book has to say about it, because that's just right off the top of my head. And because sometimes these books, I'll tell you, sometimes when you get most deck of cards that you get, if you buy a new deck of cards, they have a little booklet in them. Now, it's always nice to go through and see, like this one has a couple of chapters on the author herself and how she came up with the cards and all that kind of stuff. But most of those little teeny books that come with the cards, they have some information in there. But like Robbie says, he's testing his tuition. You got to kind of go with your gut feeling. So back to Metamorphos for Dawn. And hi, everybody coming in. Let's see, you're currently undergoing a transformation. This transformation has been taking place for quite some time. This card comes to you today to tell you that you are at the end of this cycle. Everything that you have experienced and all that you have learned is about to present itself to you in a way that causes your transformation to unfold. You're about to get your wings, so to speak. This is a time in your life when you will take all of your knowledge, your stories, your hardships, and your accomplishments and put them to practical use to decide a new way to embark on your life's path. You will begin to see the beauty in all that you have been through, all of it. The transformation itself is a beautiful thing. Where you were once unsure, you're now clear. Where you were once insecure, you're now confident. Where you were once unhappy, you're now at peace. Where you were once lost, you are now found. Your transformation will be inspirational to others, and at times, they will wonder how you accomplished such an amazing feat. Enjoy these accolades and insights. The epiphanies will be plentiful. And some of the questions, that just touched my heart. Some of the questions that it says here that you should ask yourself as you go through this transformation and metamorphosis. What have you recently experienced that is changing your views on your life and the world around you? I'll say that again. What have you done recently? What have you recently experienced that is changing your views on your life and the world around you? Now that you have changed within, what needs to change in your outer world? Dawn, that was for you. I feel like going, yay, Dawn! Ooh, pardon me. Let's see, who is after that? Dawn, I'm pleased. That's sweet. I'm so glad. Let's see who was next. I'm glad that you guys are responding so positively, because sometimes when I put this out there, when Spirit encourages me to put this out there, it doesn't always make sense to me. But I have to trust that God is leading me, or universe or source, or whatever name you have for your higher power. I have to trust that it's leading me to help you the best way that you can receive. Because it's not always about what I say, it's about how you receive it. Scrolling up in the chat, let's see. Trying to see who is next. And I can't go any higher. Gosh. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. The chat has gone so far up that I can't see who might have been next. I'm going to be a real crazy person about it and say, okay, who wants a card? I'm so sorry. I'm still scrolling. I'm trying to catch up on the chat too, guys. So I'm so glad you guys are here. I really am. And the chat is over here, this side of my screen, and you guys are up there. So forgive me if I'm not looking you in the eye, because I don't know how to set this up yet. Here, let me see if I can do this. This is almost better, right? There I'm looking at the screen. Here I'm looking at chat. There I'm looking at the camera. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Let's see. I don't know. Sweet Tea's Journey. May I do a card, please, if you get time? Yes, hon. Sweet Tea's Journey, let's do you right now. Christola, I tried to give you a reading the other night, and we were right in the middle of it, and you left. So I don't know. Let's see, but Sweet Tea's Journey. Gosh, I don't know how to take that off now. I'll try and do that for now. Because I don't know what I'm doing. But you know what? It's a learning curve, right? And we all have to start somewhere. All right. Sweet Tea. One card from the Oracle deck. Okay. You have hibernation. It's not going to focus. Focus. It's focusing on my hand. But isn't that beautiful? That looks like some Indian fabric, right? I just think that's beautiful. And it says hibernation for Sweet Tea is, thank you, Scout, for saying that about my background quilting stuff. Yeah, hey Lynn, welcome on. Glad you're here. If I knew how to make you a chat, I would do so. Or mod. I don't know how to do stuff. Um, okay, so hibernation for sweet tea. Hibernation. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. You need to step away. It's okay to take time for yourself. Let's see what the book says. Hibernation, card number 66 in this deck. That girl's here. Oh, I'm so excited. 66. Okay, we have hibernation. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. It's time to withdraw from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Create the space for meditation and rest. Pick up a good book. Watch a good movie. Watch a bad movie. Take a nap. Or take time to just be. Being alone is the best way to gain clarity about your life's decisions. Learn to enjoy spending time alone. When we are focused on meeting the needs of everyone else, it is easy to neglect our own needs. Who else, right? Don't we all do that? Make yourself, especially your inner needs, a priority now. Sometimes the best thing we can do is give ourselves the space we need to process our life so that we can come back to our reality feeling renewed and refreshed. When you take time out to be in your own good company, you silence the everyday noise and distractions to gain a new perspective, a fresh set of eyes, which have a better chance of guiding you in the right direction. So today, ask yourself what you need and be willing to listen. Rest and relaxation are extremely important to live a balanced life. Don't get caught up in the limiting beliefs of shame and guilt because you are making yourself a priority. Don't do that. Don't feel guilty. Don't shame yourself for taking time for you. We all need to do that more. This card could also be a message for you to make time for spiritual practice and meditation. That's what I told Robbie last night. As you clear your mind by connecting with your breath, you open up to higher vibrations of peace, love, and connection. God, that's beautiful. I really like these. Hey, that girl. And everybody else I haven't said hi to, I am so glad you guys are here. This is so exciting for me. This is like my first live ever. So I'm so glad you guys decided to show up. Okay, so sweet tea, questions for this? If you're still in here, I hope you're still in here. Thank you, peace, love, smiles. I really have tried to make my voice ASMR. And if I drop it down to this level, magic. Thanks, Tammy. Okay, so I'm still waiting to see if Sweet Tea is here and if she got that. Please let me know, because I don't want to move on until I know that you've got it. And if you're crying, it's okay. That's taking time for yourself, too. Oh, my goodness. Well, questions that one could ask themselves if the hibernation card indicated for you. Could you commit to adding meditation to your daily routine? What about your weekly routine? How might this help you? When can you carve out some time for yourself? Tonight? Maybe this weekend? Does this time feel important to you? Pardon me. Or does it make you feel anxious? What's so scary about making this kind of commitment to yourself? Sweet Tea, I hope that indicated for you. I really do, because I don't see you here, and I'm not sure how to check who else is in the chat, but I certainly hope that helped, because I'm on StreamYard and not in the YouTube thing. Christola, I will pull one card for you, one, because you really hurt my feelings the other night, but that's not what this is about. I choose love. I choose love. Do you? One card for Christola. No, this one's for me. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I should have shuffled better. Automatic negative thoughts. You are learning to take charge of thoughts you choose to give life to. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, Christola S., this is yours. Automatic negative thoughts. Hey, Robbie. I'm so glad you're in my chat. I'm so glad all you guys are here. This is amazing. Okay, so automatic negative thoughts. You are learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. So the thoughts that come in your head, you're choosing which ones you're going to cling to and which ones you're going to just say, yeah, that's not me. That doesn't fit. And that's a wise place to be. So let's see what the book has to say about this. In the book, by the author who made the cards, who feels she was spirit-led, do you feel overwhelmed? Again, Christola, this is for you. Do you feel overwhelmed by automatic negative thoughts? You may find that as soon as you focus on something that makes you feel bad, additional negative thoughts, come swarming in. They come out of nowhere. And you find yourself wondering, whose thoughts are these? That's what you should be wondering. Whose thoughts are these? Because they're not necessarily yours. What you focus on in the form of thoughts will begin to multiply. So, if you find yourself focusing on uncomfortable situations, you will find that similar thoughts will start to take shape. If you give energy to those thoughts, they can eventually overwhelm you. That's the nature of the human mind. The key is to understand that we have thousands of thoughts flooding our minds on a daily basis, which means that they are not only difficult to keep track of, but likely to change. Christola, this card suggests you may be feeding the wrong thoughts. If you find yourself consumed by negative thoughts, try not to take them seriously. Purposely think about something that makes you feel better. As the thoughts take shape in your reality are the ones that you give energy to. Begin to purposefully direct energy to life-giving thoughts, thoughts that make you feel good, and let go of the ones that don't. Negative thoughts are part of the human experience, but you decide whether or not they are in charge. The thoughts that matter are the ones you choose to give life to. So let's turn off the negativity. Everyone has negative in their life. Everybody has negative thoughts that come in. Everyone. Don't pay them no mind. If they're not leading you to change, and it's just bringing more and more negative thoughts in, it's time to let them go. You can turn them around to think of something that made you happy. Think of a baby's laugh. Think of your kids getting along and playing it out in the yard and stuff. And you just watch them being so happy and being kids. Those kind of positive thoughts change the whole chemistry of your brain. It's incredible. So awesome. So that was for Christola. I'm hoping that did well. Thanks, Catlin. So who was next? Fiona Kelly, I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. Everybody that's coming in, I really want to thank you guys. This is so cool. Because, like other creators have said, I never thought anybody would be interested in what I have to say. I understand the cards are a pull. I understand that people are interested in learning more about themselves. And if I can help you in any way, do that. I'm your gal. And I'll try and do this. What is today? Tuesday? Maybe every Tuesday. There's not a whole lot of people that go on Tuesday. I don't want to take away from anyone else. I just want to have fun in here. I'm going to check out chat. You're welcome, Christola. I hope that helps. Thank you, Scout. We can all hold hands and sing Kumbaya now. Actually, I really planned to have some really cool music in the background, but I don't know how to set it up. And I knew that if I didn't go live right after Robbie, that I'd lose my nerve and I wouldn't come on at all. So thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's see, who is next? Tarot Tuesday. That's right, Catlin. Tarot Tuesday. Human Design. Is that a YouTube channel? Is that a game? I'm not familiar with Human Design. Catlin, can you give me more information? Thanks, Snoop. I'm so nervous you guys don't even know. It's like, what's in my background? What's nasty in here? What do I have to get rid of? Aw, thanks, Locomai. Let's see, so let's see, I've done 3, 4. Who's next? Let me scroll down. Fiona, thank you, and thanks for being here. I'm going to give the cards another shuffle. These are huge. Look at the size of my hand and the size of these cards. It's like crazy compared to my regular size deck. I mean, goodness, look at that, right? And I don't have PayPal, and I don't expect you guys to pay me because this is just something I do. It's a gift that was given me, and I want to give it out. Thank you, Finding Hope. It's good to see you here. Somebody said, oh, Jeeper? Right, Peace Love Swans. You get a card, and 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 you get a card. Jeepers. How many cards are in this deck? I have no idea. This particular deck that I'm using tonight has 77. I think a normal tarot card also has 77, but it's broken into two decks. You have the major arcana and the minor. And the minor are the ace through king, and the major are the fool, the hierophant, or the magician, and the empress, and the sun, and the universe, and all that. And if you want more information on that, I can do that. Let's see. Hi, Toots McGee! Yay! Jeepers, are you still here? Thank you, Toots. Jeepers, if you're still here, I'll do yours next. Anybody? Jeepers, going once? Going twice? Jeepers! Jeepers, wake up! Okay, I see you. Oh, please do your hair. I'll tell you where I buy it. Okay, I'm going to try and shuffle them, and then it's Jeepers. They're huge. They're friggin' huge. Okay, I'm getting it. Wait. And one more time. Sorry, you're seeing the side of my head. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Jeepers. I should have brought a glass of water. Oh, Jeepers. Inner child. You are currently mending, focus. I'll read it for you. You are currently healing old emotional wounds. Jeepers, my heart goes out to you. You are currently healing old emotional wounds. And the author says that healing old emotional wounds means what she has to write about it. Inner child, you're currently healing old emotional wounds. It's not a bad thing. This is a time of healing old emotional wounds, a time to rewrite your personal story. This card suggests that you are healing your inner child. Your guides and angels are asking you to look at your past in a new way. If you grew up in a household that did not practice or teach unconditional love, you may be left with emotional scars that cause you to ask, What did I do to deserve this? Why is this happening to me? You may feel like you were abandoned, neglected, or mistreated in a way that left you feeling undeserving of love. Instead of reliving the painful past, you are being asked to heal these wounds and rewrite your story. It's time to reconnect with your inner child. Go within. Imagine what you look like at a young age. Talk to yourself at this age. Assure your inner child that she does matter, that she is worthy of love, and that it is time to heal the past. Ask yourself what you need to finally be at peace with this. As you nurture your inner child, it will free you up to forgive those in the past who have caused you pain. Begin to rewrite your story by looking at all the ways you could have thrived in life despite the challenges you've faced. As you heal your inner child, you pave the way for new beginnings. That's amazing. Jeepers, did you get that? It's like every time I read it, it's like, oh my God, that is so right on. Did somebody say something about donating? Listen, if I figure out how to connect my PayPal and you guys feel led to give me a couple of bucks, I'm all over it. Because, I could use a coffee every now and then. Jeeper, I'm so glad it's right on with you. Let me go on with the questions that it gives you that might help you go further with this. What does your inner child need to feel safe? How can you nurture and support your inner child? How can you be responsible? How can you be the responsible, trustworthy adult that your inner child never had? There are so many of us that need to get in touch with what's holding us back and keeping us rooted in negativity. It's keeping us rooted in looking at the world through dirty glasses. And sometimes meditation is enough for some people. I do drumming. I have the African drum that we have a drumming circle, and it's very meditative and rhythmic. It's incredible. But sometimes in meditation, it's okay and maybe necessary to look for your inner child, to connect with them and let them know, hey, I see you. I'm glad you're still here. How can I help you? And man, some incredible stuff can be done that way. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's see. Oh, bye, Leisha. I hope you're still here to hear me say goodbye. And anybody else that's leaving, I'm so sorry. Jeep, you're trying to work things out with two of your siblings. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, Hybrid Pisces. Oh, thank you. I get you on somebody else who always. Thanks. And Jeeper, it's not an overnight thing, but I think all of us need to get to a point where we can recognize that the hateful stuff somebody else may be spewing or acting out is from their pain, not anything we did. And because they really don't know us, no matter how close you are to somebody, they're not in your head. They don't know what's going on in there. So I really want to, pardon me, I should have brought water. Next time I'll bring water. And I'm only going to be on here for another 5 or 10 minutes because I just wanted to get my feet wet. And I just wanted to see who would show up. And I'm so glad you guys showed up. This is so amazing. Emerson Blue, what do you mean you want to connect? You don't know what you're doing. Because the words I had for you were for you and I don't remember. That's how spirit works with me. Because I'm also a psychic medium. And there are times when spirit is so in my face with messages. And there's other times when they know that I don't want to be bothered. So I will try and do my best to be ready for next Tuesday night, to have to allow myself to be in a place where I'm accepting of spirit. So if any of your loved ones come in, that I can share that with you. At this point, right here, right now, tonight, that's not happening that I can feel. That's not to say it won't, but it's not something I force. So just keep that in mind too. Emerson, pardon me here. It's just a matter of trusting yourself and knowing that when you get messages, you can always ask spirit. Again, I use the term spirit. You can ask God, the universe, your source, whatever you see as your higher power. You can say, what do you want me to do with this information? Or, because what happened with me is when I was very young, shoot, now I don't know how to get rid of that. When I was very young, I started seeing people who had passed on. And I would have conversations with them like I'm having with you, because they're right there in front of me. What am I going to do? Ignore them? And so I've always had that kind of connection that I can remember. So it was just a matter of when I turned my back on it when I was a teenager and life happened and it was crazy. And then one day I walked into a grocery store and I heard this voice call my name. It wasn't my voice. And I looked around. If you've ever heard your name being called out loud like that, oh my gosh, it makes you stop and go, who's that? Who called my name? And you might not say it out loud, but you might be moved to. And I had to look around and good night, Cat's Eye. Sorry I didn't get to you. Hey, Amber. Hey, Amber Ann. Good to see you. So I had to get to a point where, okay, so the voice called my name. I went in my head. I'm thinking I didn't hear that. And a different voice said, yes, you did. Your time is now. You see that lady standing over there? And it gave me instructions to go say something to this person. I went, yo, not me. Who am I to go up to a stranger and say stuff? So yeah, it was real odd. And sometime later I'll go deeper into that story, but I don't want to bore you guys with stuff. So let's see. Caitlin. Lately, I think I need to remember this, but I'm struggling to remember. You know what? You could, I could suggest, Kat, that keep a notebook by your bed. Keep a notepad by your bed. Okay, realistically, somewhere in your room, put a notepad and a pencil, and as soon as you wake up, write down whatever you remember, no matter what kind of nonsense it looks like, write it down. It's a dream journal, right? It may not make sense to you as you stare at it on the paper, but it might make sense later. So I encourage anyone who has lucid dreams and vivid dreams, if you're not already doing a dream journal, to start one, because you can learn so much. Sometimes some people believe, I'll put it this way, some people believe that in your dreams is when your loved ones that have passed on communicate with you the most. So because we're so much more open in our sleep to that kind of thing. So that's another thought. Yes, Kat, please follow through now. And local, yeah, dream work is so interesting. Just Jill. Hang on a second. I'm so bad at this. I would love to talk to my granny one more time. Visit her. She passed me this letter. Oh, just Jill, I'm so sorry, but you know what? And this, I'm going to try and say this in the most loving way I know how. She did not want you there when she passed. She wanted you to remember her smile and the way she held your hand. And the fact that you said, I'll be back in a minute, or I'll be right back. And she knew that if you watched her spirit depart her body, it would have been so much harder for you. So know that she loves you and she's still going to be around you. But right now she's on to learning things. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but she will be around you shortly. That's what the words I'm getting now. Understand, time to them has no concept, because a year for us is like 2 minutes ago for them. Time is an agreed upon reality, which I do not agree with. But know that she knows you're there, and she's with you. She's with you. She knows you were there. Let's see. Hybrid Pisces. Ex-husband used to squeal in his sleep. That makes sense. If he was trying to scream, it would come out like a squeal. And yeah, it would be understandable that he couldn't get out of that state. This is the comment I'm looking at, so I'm that far behind, guys. Yeah, sometimes when we're asleep and we're having those kind of horrible dreams, we're so in it that we can't break out. We don't realize we're sleeping. The sleeper does not realize they're sleeping and are actually living through some trauma. So, Catlin, I'm glad you have a new memory of her. Let me scroll up here. This is not a touch screen. My laptop is a touch screen. Keep trying to touch. Yeah, sometimes when you've been sitting by their side, by their deathbed for days or hours or months or whatever, and they're just hanging on, and even now and then, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the term, the surge. It's like when they've been so out of it for so long, and then they kind of wake up one day, and it's like nothing ever happened, and they're bubbly and they're old selves, and that's called the surge, because that's usually like 2 weeks, within 2 weeks before their actual passing. Sometimes a lot sooner than that. Sometimes like it's 5 minutes later. But it's just because they really do want to say goodbye and leave you with a happier image of who they believe they are. But know that if you have any loved ones on the other side, they're okay. They don't blame you. There's no guilt. There's no shame. They don't want you to feel guilt or shame. They want you to know love. They want you to choose love and know that they are there with you, applauding you and cheering you on and trying to help you on the better path that they see for you in front of you, that we can't always see for ourselves. Back to chat. Thanks, Lynn. It was really good to see your face in here. Thank you. Thank you, Robbie. Guys, I'm really glad that you're here. I am so thrilled you're here. Let me read this one. Nurses were shocked she was still with us. They kept asking her if she knew. I had to do that with my mom, Susan T. My mom was really ill for a very long time, and she was half in and half out. She had dementia and Alzheimer's. So she wasn't really all there. And usually when I see spirit, when spirit comes to me and presents themselves to speak with a loved one, there's a line that forms. Of course, Spirit and I worked it out. There's a line that forms of those who have passed on, and there's a line that forms of those who have not yet passed on. The ones who have not yet passed on have Alzheimer's or dementia or in a coma, and they're not quite sure where they belong. Okay, next time I bring water. So sometimes with my mom, she was in and out. So I had to tell her, it's okay. We will be okay. It's okay to go. Look around, see your mom, see your uncle, see so-and-so and so-and-so. They're calling you. It's okay. We are grown. We'll be okay. And I think it was a day or two later that she actually passed when we were out of the room, which was fine. She passed in her sleep, which is, God, that's a lovely way to go. Awesome. I mean, that's what I would, that's the way I want to go when I'm 105, right? So let's see. Let's see. They wait for us sometimes. Yeah, this. They totally wait for us, and sometimes for permission. Sometimes for someone to arrive, sometimes for someone to leave. They don't want to leave us in any more pain than in. Correct! That's exactly it. Aw, thanks, Snoop Medic. That's really sweet. Robbie, do you still have a headache? I hope you don't. After that nice long, I'm thrilled that you took my advice. It wasn't like me. It was like Spirit saying, slow down, meditate, get right with Spirit, take time. We all need to take time somewhere in every day, even if it's only a minute, 5 minutes, and just pay attention to our breath and connect. I'm seeing myself with my bare feet in the grass. I don't care if it's cold, wet, rainy, or whatever. I try and ground myself that way. I have a lot of crystals. I use those too, but not as much because I am the conduit. I am the vessel. And I just ask Spirit to just fill me up again. And it's my own kind of spirituality. And I know some people think it's crazy and kooky, but you know what? It works for me. So that's good. Emerson Blue, I am so glad I put you in a good mood. Tammy Ayo, I see you. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm trying to shuffle. And they're huge cards. I mean, my hands are only so big, right? Look, it's like, so give me a second and I'll give them a good shuffle. Wait. Who was I reading for? I'm sorry. Aww. I have to scroll up and see who I was just going to say. Oh, yeah, I'm going to read for you. I'm so sorry. And it's not a touch screen. Don't touch the screen. Tammy Ayo. I'm going to put your name up there so I don't forget you. This whole StreamYard YouTube Live thing is so crazy. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Picking a card for Tammy Ayo. Wow. Can you see that? Spiritual growth. Let's see. You are currently... Oh, it's not going to work. That's okay. I'll read it to you. How about I read it to you? Okay. You are currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. So you're on a spiritual path too, whether you realize it or not. We all are on some kind of spiritual journey. But this one is about your spiritual growth. And guys, is this fun for you? This is so much fun for me. I love doing this for people. I just wish I knew how to open the chat and make you guys come on and stuff like that. Okay, Tammy Ayo. Spiritual growth. You may feel as if you're in the waiting room of life. If you feel like there's no movement or momentum, it is likely because you're experiencing a lesson that is required for your spiritual growth at this time. This is a soul lesson, something that you need to understand and learn before you end this cycle and begin a new one. The way to shed light on these lessons is to look for repeated patterns. Do you tend to have unhealthy relationships, or do you gravitate towards situations that require you to sacrifice much of yourself? Cycles, repetitive patterns. If so, take a very close look at these situations and ask yourself what it is that you need to learn so you can move forward. It could involve breaking free from old limiting beliefs, such as fear of success, poverty, conscientiousness, low self-worth, or normalized dysfunction. Spiritual growth card comes to encourage you to do the inner work necessary to learn your soul's lesson. Then you can apply these lessons to open new doors that you never thought were available to you. Go within. Trust that you will soon see the beauty in this challenging situation. And once you learn this lesson, you will finally be free to choose a new song and dance. Isn't that cool? So, questions for you, Tammy? Questions to ask yourself. Now, if you journal, this would be a good one to head up your journal page tonight with, or tomorrow, or whenever. No pressure. Do you have unhealthy patterns that keep repeating themselves? If so, what are they? Can you find lessons in this situation without judging yourself? No shame, no guilt, okay? How might you change your behavior in small ways to make a bigger impact over time? Get it, Tammy. You can do this. You're on the right path. Whatever you're going through is necessary for your soul's growth. Are you seeing that? Oh, Amber Ann, I'm sorry if I missed you. See you, bye. Tammy, I'm glad you can relate. Thanks. That means a lot to me. It really, it may seem silly that I need to hear the feedback, but it helps me know I'm doing the best I can for you. And if there's no feedback, then I end up just trusting source. I trust spirit, but thank you for letting me know. Loco, those are great ideas. Peace, love, light. I'm not set up to do readings online yet, but I could pull a card for you if you'd like. I'm going to try and do readings. What I'm going to try, what had happened was, what I'm going to try and do is try and not get too silly right now. Because sometimes that happens when spirit comes in and I allow spirit to use me to do the cards and things. I get real silly. But what I'd like to do is, if somebody wants a reading, I can bring them onto StreamYard and we can do one-on-one that way. That way I can see the face or at least the icon and connect a little better than just the name on the screen over here. Because it helps me. I mean, I've done long distance before and done it effectively. I'm just not set up. I don't know how to set up a web page. Look, I fix electronics for a living, but I don't know nothing about no StreamYard and stuff. So I'm trying to work on that. I've had several people encourage me to give them a holler and have them help me figure it out. And it'll get there. It'll get there. Let's see. Well, Tammy, if I'm the second one, the spirit's really trying to get to you. If you hear, in my experience, in my humble opinion, in my experience, if somebody tells me something, then I hear it from somebody else, and then I hear it from somebody else, it's like, okay, spirit, I hear you. Help me choose what path. Show me what I'm supposed to do. Tell me. Drop hints. Give me something, because I'm one of those hard-headed people. I used to ask God to drop the bigger hammer, because sometimes he drops hints. No, hit me with that big, huge hammer against my head and let me know it's you and what I'm supposed to do with this. So I get it. I totally get it. Let's see. A card reading for Peace, Love, Light. Yeah, I'm in Discord too. In Robbie's Discord and Annie's Discord. Let's see. Peace, love, light. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's the last comment I've caught up with. So y'all kind of hang on there for a minute. And peace, love, light. I'm going to pick one card because tonight I'm not doing readings per se. I'm doing spirit-led card pulls, which is very similar, but not as exact. A reading usually tells you or allows me to show you in a new light the situation you're in, what's against you, what's for you, and possible outcome. But the tarot doesn't tell you anything you don't already know in your heart, but it presents it in a way that, in a new light, it presents it to you back in a way that you're more receptive of. So this card is for peace, love, light, and it is recognition. I don't know, recognition, and it says some words at the bottom. Someone deserves to be recognized for all they do. Peace, love, light. Do you need to be recognized for all that you do? Let's see what it says. I like that the author took the time to write little snippets about each card that she drew out and painted. A lot of oracle cards are like that. And again, oracle cards are different than tarot cards. They give more specific information in one card than our tarot deck does. And in tarot, you have to pull a couple of cards at a time. Usually have to pull a couple of cards at a time to get a better reading. But recognition for peace, love, light. Someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. Many times in life, we block ourselves from receiving the recognition we deserve, or we forget to give proper recognition to the people who have played a key role in our lives. Someone around you, maybe even you, deserves to be recognized for all they do. This person is emotionally available, sincere, kind, compassionate, and generous. Can you feel the gratitude and affection you have for them? Be willing to give thanks to those who are making a difference in your life and in the lives of others. Recognizing people for their contributions helps them to feel valued and inspires them to continue being the amazing, unconditionally supportive individuals they are. Starting today, okay, maybe starting tomorrow, take time out. Take time out to recognize someone for their compassion and support. Someone who truly cares. Going above and beyond to selflessly give of themselves. This card could also mean that you are about to be recognized as a professional in your field. If you feel like you're being overlooked or taken advantage of or underappreciated, this is an opportunity for you to look at any personal beliefs that may be keeping you from receiving gratitude and peace. We keep ourselves from receiving gratitude and peace. Yeah, look at what's stopping you from doing that. People can only appreciate you to the extent that you feel worthy of that appreciation. Go within to uncover anything that is keeping you from receiving the recognition or acknowledgement that you deserve. I'm going to say that again. Go within to uncover anything that is keeping you from receiving the recognition or acknowledgement that you deserve. Questions if you choose to journal with this? Are you feeling taken advantage of? Are you feeling underappreciated? In what ways? How do your own feelings of worthiness affect the way others treat you, and vice versa? Peace, love, smiles, that was for you. Scrolling up. Wow. So how's the sound? Are you guys really hearing me okay? Because I feel like I should be. Are you going to keep this up? Who, me? Well, yeah, if there are people that will show up on Tuesday, I will do this on Tuesday. And I'll try and go between 7:30 and 8. Because I really need to start the going to bed sequences at 9 o'clock. But yeah, I'd love to keep doing this. I'm glad I'm on point. Thank you, Emerson Blue. Because I don't know where the mic is on this computer. I know there is one. I bought a separate one. I was even going to try and hook it up and use it so I can use my ASMR voice, right? I got this little mic. Come to find out, I really don't even need it unless I start going live from my phone. So then I could do something else on the computer. It's wild. I know there are ways to pull up different things on screen. Like I could pull up the tarot card and show you the picture of it or something like that. But I haven't figured all that out yet. Hopefully I'll grow enough that that'll come in handy for me and I'll be able to do that. Nintendo Dog, thank you for being here. I've only been on like maybe a half hour. So if you can make it that time, great. If not, I will probably leave this up. So anyone that wants to can see what I do and see that it either helped or didn't help. I would love you guys to subscribe and do all the YouTubey things, as Emily D. Baker says. Do the YouTubey things down there, and we'll see. I am Central Standard Time, so right now it is 10 minutes till 9 p.m. If I have another 10 minutes, then I have to go. So I'm thinking 8 o'clock, between 7:30 and 8, I will try and send out some sort of notification. If you hit the bell, sometimes you should get notified. I've not had a problem with that, but this is my first live, so I don't know. But I will try and send out a notification, and we'll try and do this between 7:30, 8 o'clock, Central Standard Time, Central Daylight Time, whatever, Central, and go for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And I will bring my own water next time, and hopefully that will be great. Thanks, Snoop. I needed to hear that. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Hybrid Pisces. See, that's another thing I'd like to do. I'd like to not only do readings, but I want to do random stuff too. Like, where do all wives' tales come from? And why did they say the things that they did? And a stitch in time saves 9. What the hell does that mean? Well, a stitch, when you first see it, saves you from doing 9 later on. It's basically stitch in time saves 9. I mean, there are all kinds of little sayings that I heard as a kid that may or may not still be relevant today, but it makes me curious about things. And gosh, thanks, Hybrid Pisces. So do I. The history of wives' tales and wisdom from my life's journey that maybe I can share that will keep someone else from going down, that keep someone else from having to experience those kind of hardships. I would also like to talk about how to navigate the medical system, social, God, what do they call it? I happen to have a son who has special needs. When he was young, I had to learn to navigate the system to get the best possible outcome for him with all the things that we had to live through. So I would like to help any parent, not necessarily single parent, I was a single parent, but to help any parent learn how to navigate that. I think that'd be really helpful. I've had a lot of different, how can I put this kindly? I've had a lot of different life experiences that I'd like to share to let you guys know you're not alone. People go through shit. People go through shit and they think they're alone, but there's so many others around that are walking through it too. So know that I'm here and I'm in Discords, and if you need to reach out, I do have an 8 to 5, mind you. But after I get home, I will check notes. I do have an email address. I'm not sure how to link it. But in time, I will learn how to do that stuff. Is there anyone else? Let's see. Oh, I saw someone today. Okay, Catlin, hang on. I wanna post this so I can see what you're saying. I saw someone today that shares their PayPal, and if you send them 5, they move you to the front of the list. And that may be nice for them. But I don't have PayPal. Well, I have a PayPal that I use to purchase things, but I don't know how to link it. And whether you sent me a PayPal or not, if you want a reading, I'll give you a reading. If you want me to pull a card, I'll pull a card. I will be setting up to do readings. But for now, no, we'll just do this kind of thing. And if I figure out how to bring somebody up on chat and somebody wants to join me in the chat, that'd be great. Because again, I've been on other people's lives. I've never done this for myself. This is the first one, and you guys are here with me. Yay! So excited. This has been cool. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. This is awesome. Oh my goodness. So, does anyone have any questions? Oh, thanks, peace, love, light. I appreciate it. Okay, then I'm going to pull one card for the group. Does anybody mind if I pull a card for the group? Is that okay? Tammy, I feel honored to have you. Anybody want a card for the group? I don't need to do it. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay, that's backwards. Okay, one. Oh, no, Scout Inquirer. It is my honor to be able to help. Let's see. One card for the group. Oh, you guys. Karma. That's hilarious. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. This is for the group. We all might be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. Let's see what the book says. I just think that's kind of ironic. Yeah, next time I bring water because this is silly. Okay, y'all ready for this? Karma. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. You know that saying, what goes around comes around? That's how karma works. Karma is simply a philosophy based on the idea that what you give, you get. What you put into the universe comes back to you. Okay, that's distracting me. Can you all see this? It's just a little thing, but I hit it and now it's swinging. It's driving me nuts. So distracting. There we go. Sorry. Okay, so what you put out into the universe, you get back. If you're in a situation that requires justice or fairness, this card has come to you today to remind you that this balance is already taken care of. There's no need to try and prove something wrong or take matters into your own hands because we're all creating our own karma. If a person is doing something that is unfair or is hurting someone else, they will eventually have this energy returned to them tenfold. This card should also be a reminder to be mindful of what you are sending out into the universe. If you feel like you have bad karma with someone around you, use this time as an opportunity to clear the energy between you and the other person. Ask for guidance to understand your role or soul lesson in this situation. As you shift the energy you are investing in these upsetting circumstances, you might be surprised to find the situation resolves itself. Remember that we reap what we sow, so make sure to sow what you want to reap. That makes sense. That was kind of long. Did you guys get that? I was just having fun reading. Thank you, Loco. Do I have a Facebook? I do, but it's not in the same name, and I don't connect these two. I'm sorry, Catlin. I don't know if you were talking to me or someone else. Sorry. Um, but I am in several discords, including Save Robbie's, and for the time being, I'm still in 10 to Lives. And Mr. Nut, EBJJ Comic Nut, I think it is, or I don't know. Um, so that was karma, and we have all been brought to this point for a purpose. I mean, I don't know how else to say. I'm thrilled that you all came to my live. I so appreciate you being here and taking time out of your day to spend with me. And I hope we'll see you again. And if there's anything else, you can please leave a comment below to show, channel involvement and all that good stuff. And I will see you here about in other chats, and know that I care deeply for each and every one of you. I know we haven't met, but we're here on this planet at the same time for some reason, right? Let's turn it around and make it a good one. Oh, and see, there's my clock telling me it's time to go to bed. 9 p.m. here.
It's 9 o'clock p.m.
Because I don't listen. I love you guys. I'm going to tap out. I don't know how to end this. So I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.